This issue of Japanese history is about seppuku. Seppuku is the act of dying by hitting oneself in the stomach with a knife. It may be famous overseas as a way for Japanese samurai to die. However, while there are some forms of suicide like seppuku in other countries, no other country has adopted it as a manner of dying as the Japanese samurai have. In the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, seppuku became an important part of a samurai's soul. In the Edo period, samurai died by committing seppuku for reasons that would be unthinkable in modern times. Let me give you an example. In the Edo period, there was a samurai who supervised civil engineering work in a village. The work he supervised was completed successfully, but the construction period was slightly delayed. He took the blame for this and died by quietly committing seppuku, though he was not forced to do so by anyone. When a samurai finds himself in the wrong and admits it to himself, he fulfills his responsibility by dying before anyone can blame him. How did this kind of samurai behavior come to be? Let's take a look at the history of seppuku from its birth. It was during the Heian period, 794-1185, that seppuku first appeared in Japanese historical literature, and it seems that it was not until the end of the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, that it became common for samurai to commit seppuku. At the end of the Heian period, the Taira clan committed suicide by jumping into the sea instead of committing seppuku after the Battle of Danura. On the other hand, at the end of the Kamakura period, more than 200 members of the Hojo clan, who held the real power of the Kamakura shogunate and were on the verge of extinction after being attacked by enemies, are said to have committed seppuku and died. The Kamakura period was the time when the status of samurai was established, and at the same time, it was the time when what it meant to be a samurai was also established. The first and foremost requirement for a warrior was bravery, and a warrior's bravery was his unparalleled pride and honor. It was only natural that when a samurai who believed in showing off his bravery had to end his own life, he preferred to commit seppuku, which required the most courage, fame and energy. It was considered the most shameful way for a samurai to commit suicide, as hanging or throwing oneself to the ground was something that women and children did. In the Muromachi period, 1336 to 1573, seppuku began to have a variety of meanings. One of them was the act of martyrdom, in which a person dies following the death of his master. When a country's sovereign died, his or her vassals would often die as martyrs, and there were even decrees against this practice. In addition, in the Warring States period, there was an incident that made it recognized that seppuku was an honor for a samurai. It was the battle between Hideyoshi Toyotomi under Nobunaga Oda and the Mori family. In 1582, Hideyoshi Toyotomi led a large army to attack Bikutakamatsu Castle, the castle of warlord Munyaharu Shimizu, a subordinate of the Mori family. Munyaharu Shimizu, who had few troops, stayed in the castle and waited for reinforcements from the Mori family. Hideyoshi Toyotomi caused the nearby river to burst its banks, flooding Shimizu's castle like a pond. This made it impossible for the Mori army to approach the castle even if they wanted to. The troubled Mori army asked Munyaharu Shimizu for permission to surrender, but he refused, saying that he could not defy the Mori family to whom he owed so much. Therefore, the Mori family tried to make peace with Hideyoshi Toyotomi. Hideyoshi Toyotomi was also in a hurry to make peace because his lord Nobunaga Oda was killed, but he negotiated forcefully to hide the murder of his lord from the Mori family. The conditions were disadvantageous to the Mori family, such as the cession of their territory, but there were more conditions that the Mori family could not tolerate. It was the seppuku of Munyaharu Shimizu. Shimizu was a loyal vassal of the Mori family, and if he was allowed to die, the Mori family would lose face. The Mori family was in trouble. Hideyoshi Toyotomi also secretly sent a messenger to Munyaharu Shimizu to inform him that the Mori family was unable to bring about peace because of your treatment. Upon hearing this, Munyaharu Shimizu agreed to commit seppuku, saying that my life was insignificant as long as he could make peace and save the soldiers in the castle. He then launched a boat outside the castle, which had turned into a pond, danced on the boat, and in a brilliant maneuver, committed seppuku and died in full view of his enemies and friends.
Seeing this, Hideyoshi Toyotomi shed tears and said, "Muniharu Shimizu is a true warrior with loyalty. His death was truly commendable. It is very sad to lose a warrior like him." This event was widely publicized and played a major role in further elevating seppuku, the loyalty of the samurai, to an honorable death. With the end of the Warring States period, the world of the samurai changed dramatically. In the Edo period, the ethics of the samurai were sharpened to the extreme. In the next article, we will talk about the Edo period up to General Nogi, the hero of the Russo-Japanese War. If you like, please give us a high rating and subscribe to our channel.